Hi, welcome to Bedtime Part 3. Today I'm going to tackle the door hinges, and the air actuation. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning right now. It's about 90 degrees and getting hotter by the moment, so I gotta try to make this quick and hopefully I can get it done this before it gets over 115. So what I've done so far is welded this 1-inch angle iron in between here. I wanted to use 1-inch square, but the company I usually get the steel from is temporarily closed for a little while. So I had to go to Lowe's and get what they had, and that's the closest thing I could get that they had in stock. So I'm just gonna tack it in place and move on, and then later I'll probably replace that when I start welding everything back up. Hopefully they'll have it, the place will be opened, and I can get the proper tubing for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go forward with it. I've got these guys right here. These are for panel welding, but I have these little blocks that came with it. Seems like it's a pretty good dimension. I'm gonna put them in here like so, and that's going to be my gap. I'm going to put this in all 4 corners and then cut the tubing for the frame of the door so that it has this gap all the way around, and I think that should be pretty good. Give me plenty of fudge room and stuff to use, so yeah, we'll do that now. Okay, so I've got everything cut into place. I've got all the spacers. Everything looks nice and even for the most part. I think I was 1/8 of an inch off square, but that's why I put the door frame in the bed frame instead of like squaring it up on the floor and put it in. I just wanted to make sure that it was matching the gaps. So I'm just gonna tack the door, and we'll go with the hinges after that. Okay, so here's what I made for the hinges so far. I've got this 3/16 by 1-inch flat stock. I put 5/16 hole in it. I got a 5/16 bolt, nylock nut, and some washers. Took the 1x1 square, put a 5/16 hole in it, and with the nylock I can adjust just how much tightness I want so that there's no slop and this will still move freely. When I put it in there permanently, I'll probably put some bearing grease in here just to smooth it up a little. I mean, it doesn't move that much, but it'll just make it a little better. So here I am so far with this, and I'm gonna get underneath the door frame there, tack weld these guys up, and then see where I go from here going up to the door. I've never made a hinge like this before, so it's kind of trial and error for me. So I will try one way and see if it works. So yeah, I'll get to it. Okay, here goes nothing. First try, see if it even works. So here we go. And no. Yeah, it's hitting right here. So obviously I got something. So shit. Back to square one.
Several days later.
Okay, so that didn't work out well. I've always believed that mistakes are an opportunity to learn something new. So after looking at several pictures on the internet, I saw what I was doing wrong. With my hinge, as you can see, the top line represents the door and the bottom line represents the pivot point where my bolt is. As you can see, that's the like 3-inch space in between the two, and that is wrong. Okay, it's supposed to look like this with the door parallel with the pivot point. And so that's what I did. Okay, for the air actuation, like I said before, I'm going to use this bag. I have some of these top plates that I had purchased for a kit for the airbag fronts, but the ones I got I ended up using, so these are extra. So I'll use one for the top, and I have another one for the bottom. Okay, so I welded, again, I don't have my 1-inch square tubing, so I'm using this angle iron. Welded here in the center. I'm going to make a bracket to hold the bottom of this up with the air fitting going to the bottom. I might have to get a 90 on that so it doesn't pinch the hose. And then I'll use the other one here, either making a bracket, weld onto it, and see how it goes. I might have to make a swivel for the top here. I'm not sure if this is going to like bind when it goes up or not, or you know, or bend too much. I'll just have to put it in and see how it works. So yeah. Okay, so for the bottom part, I used this tubing I had. I cut a window out so that when I put the bag on, I can get underneath and get to the bolt that bolts it on and have a surface area there. So I'll weld that up, tack it on the floor, and we'll give it a test. Okay, so I have everything tack welded up. It's ready to put the bag in and test it out. Okay, so this is everything I have for the actuation. I've got my airbag with the 1/2-inch NPT to 1/4-inch hose. I've also got this manual switch I got from Switch Industries. So just lifts up and it vents. Has 2 1/4-inch barbs, one from the tank, one to the bag. And you can see the little hole right there is the vent, and then I have my 1/4-inch tubing. So let me install this guy. I'll just temporarily hook some hoses up and just try to actuate it and see how it goes. Okay, so what I have set up right now, I'm not using the tank. I tried to take this fitting out right here, and that Loctite sealant is strong. It ended up stripping the Allen head in there, so I can't take that off. So I'm probably going to take this one off and put a T there, and I'll tee it off to this guy. I might have to use like a heat gun or something, because man, that Loctite is tight. So what I did was I just took my air compressor, put a little valve there with a 1/4-inch that goes to this valve here. So it should be pretty good. Okay, I'll set it up. Okay. So here we go. Let's try it. Yeah, right on. I'm sure it'll go down faster when I have the bed on there, but fuck yeah, it's pretty cool. Shit. Yeah. Okay, well, shoot, that's a pretty good day. I'm pretty happy with the results. It works a lot better than I thought, actually. So, next up, I gotta finish the drawer here, get that going in there, and then I was thinking about doing something with these two pockets right here. I don't know if I can. It's pretty tight right here. I don't know if I put a little door or a little slide up or something. It'd be cool to have, like, to keep your armor all and rags in there. So that I'm thinking about as well. We'll get something going with that. But yeah, I'll get the drawer done. And I also have to everything's tacked in right now, but it looks like everything's gonna work. So I'll probably just spend a day and weld everything. It's a lot of welding. Probably won't film it because it's just boring welding, but I've got to do that. And then also got to put some walls up here and here to keep all the dirt and stuff from coming in here, and maybe a little bit of wall here. That way when I throw groceries in the back, they won't go rolling everywhere and stuff. So I'll maybe make like a little section here. We'll see too. So yeah, so that's pretty good. So stay tuned for the next one, and hope to see you back.